G'day guys, it's the Pink King here, and I'm back with another one of my AFL 2020 Premiership season matches. It's the last game of round 7, and this is a bit of a special one. It's West Coast Eagles versus Fremantle Dockers, the Western Derby at Optus Stadium. Only like the second or third one. Did they have played twice last year? They must have. I think they always have a derby where every derby happens twice a year. But anyway, yeah, only the third one at Optus Stadium. And something a bit different here. I won't show you, but on the ladder there, I just had a look at all the teams and went through different stats for all the teams and all that. And both these teams are the two best teams defensively. They've conceded the least amount of points to this point. I guess that's because neither of these teams have played yet, and every other team has. But yeah, at this point, they're currently the two best defensive teams in the game. So yeah, second place, West Coast Eagles with a win here could end up first. With a loss here, I think they could drop below. Well, I guess if they lose badly enough, they could drop right down to 7th, I think. I think it's 7th, 6th or 7th. There's no point difference between 2nd and 6th at the moment, I think. It's just percentage. Whereas Fremantle, on the other hand, I think have won 2 games or 3 games for the whole year. Sitting in 14th, they need to win this to get back into the top 8. Don't think they will make it into the 8, but yeah, they could with a win here. There is light rain. I think it's a twilight game. By Melbourne time, it's 7 o'clock. This comes out, but yeah, by Perth time, I think that makes it like 4:30, 5 o'clock start. Okay, so it's the Western Derby. In a bit of a wet Optus Stadium. Swan River in the background, Perth in the background as well. And you'd think West Coast are the heavy favourites coming in this one. Is it want to stop doing that? What's it doing? Jesus. Why is it doing this to me? Stop.
Well, we could be in for a scrappy game here. Both sides have been pretty good defensively of late. It's which defensive method stacks up better.
Don't know why it's being weird as shit, but anyhow, better stop now. Yeah, play your role. Cool.
Round 7.
So the ball is thrown up, quite obviously not in the middle. I don't know why that was. Vardy wins the tap and the ball goes the Eagles' way. No mark taken, punch down to the front of the pack. Soccer forward, and the Freo will try and get it out of defence where Connor Blakely stopped for a ball up. So throw against Willie Rioli as well. So Freo trying to work it out now. Kick sideways, Ethan Hughes takes the mark. Short kick. No mark and a high tackle against Willie Rioli again. So Rioli being a little bit undisciplined to start the match. Probably should have taken him out of the team, but there's a few players in this that I haven't done that to, and I think it's a bit late to do that now. Kick to the wing. Marked by Luke Ryan. He sees a player by himself. It's David Mundy. So they're playing the wide game here. Kicks it to the 50. No mark. Fife the first of the ball. Almost runs out of bounds, but keeps it alive, and he misses. So Freo with the first score of the game. It's been primarily in the Eagles' forward half of the ground, but yeah, it's just methodical by Freo as they get it out. Kick wide to Nat Nui. who for some reason isn't playing ruck, he's playing defence. Comes back his way, and it's just hit the post. Travis Collier just couldn't quite get it straight enough. So Freo with the first 2 scores of the match. They've both been points though. 2-0 at the moment. Played on. Kick short. And a mark to Lewis Jetta. So Eagles now trying to work out defence. Kick to a 2-on-1. Didn't work out for them. Comes back inside 50 for Freo. Punch forward. Comes out to... Oh, it was a high tackle against Tom Brass. I think that was a goal anyway, but... The Freo player gets it back. Lines it up. And goes bang. So Alex Pearce with the first goal of the match. It's 8-0 now. 5.5 to go in the quarter. Let's see what happens out of the contest here. Freo win the clearance off Nat Fyfe's boot. Kicked forward and marked by Shannon Hearn. He's got to find somewhere that's pretty safe. He goes real wide, which is always a good idea. And Elliot Yeo accidentally takes it out of bounds. They had players running onto the field off the interchange bench. They had numbers, but he just couldn't keep it alive as the ball gets tackled out of the West Coast player's hands. Kick to the 50. Liam Duggan intercepts, goes wide to Dom Sheed. He sees a player out on the wing, but he doesn't go to him. Goes the other way back to Liam Duggan, who takes the mark. And the siren goes. So 8 points to nothing in the first quarter. Freo would be pretty happy about that. They started the quarter off defending, and they did not break. They didn't even bend really. They just let it. They just hung in there until they got it out. So yeah, pretty 50-50 really in terms of stats. Collier Pearce with 3. Connor Blakely with 2, Alex Pearce with a goal to go with his 3 disposals. Would be best on ground at the moment. As the ball's thrown up, I couldn't really tell you who's second or third at the moment. It's not enough of a difference there. Nat Nui, a one-sided contest against Michael Walters, takes the mark. Goes sideways, that's dangerous kick, but Will Schofield takes the mark. He goes wide to the wing, marked by Luke Shuey. Brad Shepherd takes the mark. He's still on the wing. They're still middle of the ground here. Gone forward by Freo. Alex Pearce gets done for holding the ball. That's rough. A real nice close up as it's kicked back to Tim Kelly. It's a 3-on-1 in this marking contest, but the one wins. Brad Shepherd takes the mark, goes wide. Luke Shuey's waiting. He looks around. Goes short, taken him up by Jamie Cripps.
Cripps goes with the kick.
Goes to the 50 and him up by Ethan Hughes.
Uses it now.
Marked in that 5. He goes wide. Big punch from that Nuits. Trying to get it back on the Eagles' way. Freo send it down the middle of the ground. Taken by Brad Shepherd. So not a whole lot really happening here this quarter. Nothing so far in terms of scoring. Dom Sheed goes to go inside 50. Willie Rowley gets the ball. Handballs it off. And there's the first goal of the match for the Eagles. Elliot Yeo kicks it. It's back to 2 points the difference. 7.5 to go. He makes sure to get stuck into the Freo player on the way past as the ball goes up, tapped down. Back towards Eagles goals. They're starting to press here. They've started to think about what they need to do. They've obviously got a game plan. That's high against Tom Cole. So Michael Walters to take a set shot. Just inside 50. He'll kick it from about 45. And it's wide. And it is a point. So 9-6. 1 goal 3 to 1 straight. 3 minutes 43 on the clock.
Cole to kick it in.
Eagles go long to Will Schofield.
Decides
He goes wide to the wing, marked by Lewis Jetta. He goes inboard and straight on the
Pierce with the mark.
tit of Alex Pearce. He goes inside 50 and Blake Acres takes the mark in the pack. A minute to go. This will be the last kick of the half pretty much. He runs in, kicks it dead straight. As the siren goes, he kicks the goal. The second goal for Freo in the match. So Freo will go into the half-time break, 9 points in front. It's 2-3 to 1 straight.
6.
A good first half from Fremantle. They can be well pleased with how the game is shaping.
It's looking somewhat even, other than the inside 50s here.
After the clearance, they can give themselves a chance.
Eagles have 18 marks to 8. That's pretty heavily favouring them. The tackles 10 to 5.
When we return from after hours.
And they're winning the hitouts 5 to 1. So the inside 50s are favouring Freo, but the only other stats that aren't even are going the Eagles' way. Travis Collier and Alex Pearce both with 5 disposals. Nat Fife with 3. Will Schofield with 4. You'd probably say that it'd be one of those guys with those 3 guys would be in there. 3 of those guys would be in there for the best players as the ball comes out soccer forward by Tim Kelly. Vardy gets the ball, but Blakely tackles high, so it's a free kick. Ball comes out, heading the way of the Eagles, and they quickly respond. Jack Redden with the snap. They get their second goal of the game. It's back to 3 points the difference. A bit of fire happening in this game between the two sides, as you'd expect in a derby. Tim Kelly with the handball forward. There's players running forward for Eagles. Nothing happens yet. Looks like Freo might have dug themselves out of a hole here. West Coast kick forward again. It's still just outside 50 as it's socketed forward by Freo. High, short kick. No mark taken. Freo have the extra man and they're away. Marked by Alex Pearce, who plays on, kicks it to the square. 1-on-1, no mark. Schofield gets back to it, but he gets tackled. So it's a ball up in the goal square of the Freo forward line. And James Aish accidentally runs it over for a point.
Fremantle, Coburg, West Coast, but 4. Barrett slays it to himself.
Barras plays on, then sends it straight down the middle of the ground. That's a bit dangerous. Freo players everywhere. Quick snap, and it's a point. Brennan Cox. So if Freo were accurate, they would have killed this game by now. They've kicked 2 goals, 5 now. To 2 goals straight. 7 scoring shots to 2, and they're still not destroying them. That mark does not find the target. It hits the ground, and Brennan Cox gets a 7-point play as he soccers it off the ground for a goal. He's had 2 disposals, and they happened in the last 5 minutes. 1.1 goal. 3-5 to 2 straight. Freo starting to break away here. Well, that usually means West Coast are going to be coming. Vardy kicks it forward and doesn't find a target, so it's out of bounds inside their 50. Like I said, they usually respond pretty quickly, the Eagles, and they're looking to do it again. Ball thrown in, tapped down, quick handball out. They couldn't get a good kick away, and Cripps gets a high tackle given away. Ethan Hughes takes the mark. He sees a player on outside 50. He goes to him. Big attempt for a mark. Not paid. Soccered forward by the Eagles. They're still inside 50. Freo panic kick it out into a pack. It ends up in an Eagles player's hands. Who was it? Elliot Yeo. He's kicked another. There's the response I was waiting for. 5 points the difference again. Elliot Yeo's kicked 2 goals of the Eagles' 3 goals. 5 the difference. Ball spilled out, handballed out. There was an Eagles player and a Dockers player, and they both ran away from the ball as they go onto the bench.
The handball hits the target. Haven't called it.
Kicked forward. 1-on-1, marked by Stephen Hill. He wants to get it forward. There's less than 2 minutes to go. Smothered off the boot by Shannon Hearn. It goes out of bounds. 1:46 remains.
Back into play.
It's going to have to be pretty clean for a score here. Tapped down.
Hammers it. Hearn.
Sockered forward by Freo now. And tackled for a ball up.
Ball now.
Less than 30 seconds remain. No free kick and the siren goes. So the Eagles hold on
Before the final term.
as Freo tried to attack there, and it's a 5-point lead. Is that 3/4 time now?
Let's have a closer look at the stats.
Yep.
The Eagles have been poor.
So the stats have evened out even more. It's 8-9 inside 50s. The disposals are very even, slightly favouring Freo. Freo has been cleaner with the ball, but West Coast have had more marks, more tackles. The possession is more or less 50-50, and they've had way more hit-outs than the Dockers, 13-1. So it really just comes down to this last quarter. Tim Kelly had a big quarter there, 6 disposals for the match now. Travis Collier and Alex Pearce both with 7 disposals. Alex Pearce would probably be best on ground because he's got the 1 goal to go with it, and you'd look at Elliot Yeo with 2 goals for the best for the Eagles as the ball's thrown up for the last quarter. Tapped down by Vardy. He gets back onto it. He takes a kick. He's done everything so far this quarter, but Joel Hamling intercepts it, and he goes wide to the free player who can't take the mark because by the time the ball got there was other players there, and Wilson takes it over the boundary line. It's the next best thing from a mark that he could have done. Thrown in, tapped down,
He decides to
handballed out. A lot of pressure here. West Coast pushing for that goal, throwing the ball against Blakely. So here's the chance. Who's got that? Is that? It looks like Josh Kennedy. He doesn't miss a whole lot.
a chance to steal the
Oh, he's not only missed it, he's missed everything.
out of bounds on the full.
He didn't do his stutter step. That was the issue. As Sean Darcy comes off for Brandon Cox. So Freo need to work it out now. Rory Lobb takes the mark. He goes across goal, straight down the ground. Jamie Cripps with a flying mark.
Cripps.
He went up the back there. And this to put them in front. Cripps goes bang, but he's missed. He's hit the post. 4 points the difference.
West Coast behind.
So Eagles pressing them now. And this is the point where Freo really wish they had been more accurate. Jerry McGovern takes the mark.
McGovern a long way out.
Freo could have killed this game at half time. McGovern misses.
Deep with his kick.
The way they're going, they're still going to score enough points to win the match.
West Coast close the gap to 3. Plays on from the kick in.
Lob plays on, he stays very wide, goes short, that's not good. Punch forward. Broken tackle, handballed forward. Turnover now. Here's what the Eagles need. It's 2-on-2. Sockered forward. It's going towards the goals. It's going to be a point. Rory Lobb ends up rushing it for a point. No, it's out of bounds. That wasn't out of bounds. It's counted for a point, but for some reason it was thrown back in. Luke Ryan gets done for holding the ball. Why was that a throw-in?
Coaches love to see that.
It's 2 points the difference, but it was a throw-in. And Jack Darling goes bang. So finally, all the pressure that Eagles had built up is
He's enjoying that goal.
come to something. And they've kicked the goal, and they're now up by 4 points.
He knew that was home as
They kicked 3 points in a row there. Well, it says 3 points in a row, but I think they kicked 4.
forward today. The opposition are taking plenty of intercept marks, and it's hurting them.
Here they go again. Pushing forward. Quick kick forward. Missed.
Bad
5 points the difference. Josh Kennedy couldn't quite get there.
Lob to bring it in.
So Lob tries to go out of danger, but it's turned around again. Another point.
sit up and find a way to stop.
West Coast are now 6 points in front. So they could have kicked enough points to win the match. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining.
Hamling with the responsibility of kicking it
They need to do something, Freo. Kicked straight to Jamie Cripps, and they've just kicked themselves out of the match. They don't have enough time to score 2 scores to win the match, especially 2 goals. If Jamie Cripps kicks anything here, no, he doesn't. So they could still go coast to coast and draw it, but they're not going to win it. Big fly pushing the back against Michael Walters. No advantage paid as the siren will go before this goal is kicked. So West Coast come out of nowhere, come from behind to win the match. Is it going to be by 6 points or 12 points though? Or 7? It's by 12 points. So Jack Redden kicks another goal for the match. And West Coast win by 12 points in the end. They just had all the play in that last quarter. Very inaccurate quarter, and
A big result for West Coast. They'll be loving this.
doesn't really matter now.
Final scores at 5.
So yeah, 13 inside 50s to 9 in the end. They won the disposals as well.
All the time we have for today.
They had less clangers in the end,
And we'll see you
more marks, same amount of tackles, about the same free kicks, more possession, more hit-outs. They won every stat. Fair enough, they won in the end. Tim Kelly with 6 disposals. Collier and Pearce both had 7 for Freo. Schofield, Vardy 4 for West Coast. Yo and Redden both got 2 goals. Tim Kelly with 6 disposals. I'd say Pearce got second best on ground. Kelly got best on ground. And then Yo. But, I mean, you could put Yo and Redden and Kelly in there by themselves. Well, there you go. Cripps, Kelly, Vardy. That's interesting because Cripps didn't actually show up on any of those. But yeah, that's not who I would have picked, but I can understand that. Cripps was around the ball enough of it. He just didn't show up on the major ball winners. Alright guys, that concludes round 7. Come from behind victory for West Coast. Keeps them with only 1 loss for the year. I don't know if that makes them top spot or not. So yeah, they're still second, but they're 1 game clear of the rest of the ladder. So Giants top, West Coast second, Bombers third, Richmond fourth, and then looking down the bottom you've got Swans, Demons, Bulldogs all with only 1 win, and then Geelong with 2, but the worst percentage out of those 2 win teams. And you can see the rest there. It's still a very tight competition. There's 1 game that separates 11th spot and 4th spots, or 3rd spot I should say. So yeah, if 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th and 6th all win, you know, they'll all be on even games. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and that's the first game of round 8. It's Brisbane Lions versus Richmond. That will be on the 8th of May, which is next week. So thanks for watching guys. And